Well, it's been wild weather, and I always need the weather kids from Shields to help me figure this out. And tomorrow night, same time, same place, from Dilworth, Glendon, Felton Elementary, Nora Jones will join us. Here is a look, though, at the satellite view from space. This is called a visible satellite, and really we can see the snowpack on the ground. Notice how this isn't moving, but the clouds out to the east are. Helps us see exactly where that snow fell with the most recent system. So we got the snowpack through the Red River Valley in the eastern Dakotas. A little bit lighter, though, out to the far west. Barely any snow up north showing up, and in the trees of the mountains of Minnesota and out west, looks a little bit more broken up. Now, today we saw plentiful sunshine with those clear skies across the region, warming things up out to the west. But when that sun shone down onto the snow banks across the region, a lot of that energy gets reflected. That sun's so low in the sky, takes a long time to warm it up. We saw melting taking place on asphalt, on roads and sidewalks, but for a while there, it was just wet ice, which is even more slippery. Here's a look at temperatures now, and where we have that snowpack, exactly, temperatures diving into the teens. Where there's no snowpack, the heat is on. Here is a look at our local temperatures. 12 in Crookston, 18 Fergus Falls, Breckenridge, Wahpeton in the mid-teens, holding on to 22 in Fargo, and 20 right now in Sisseton and at Hector International. Again, that 22, but it feels like 14. Those winds are not too bad, southwesterly at 6 miles per hour. Here's a look in Grand Forks right now. That layer of snow not going too far, 18 degrees. 8 is what it feels like. Winds also under 10 miles per hour in the Northern Valley. A lot of clear skies heading into the evening. The radar very quiet here. As we take a look at our storm system, it's exiting towards the Great Lakes, where it's picking up some more moisture now from those ice-free lakes and dumping it in the form of lake effect snow in some portions of the Great Lakes region. But for us, here's what we can plan for as we head into the evening hours. Grab the jacket, because this evening, with clear skies and very light winds, we're going to see some very rapid falling of temperatures. And in fact, some of us will have single digits as we go toward the midnight hour tonight. And then temperatures kind of hovering right there. Now, out to the west, where the snow is a little lighter, up to the northwest, where the snow is really non-existent, we'll have temperatures mild to start our day, around 20 to 25. Elsewhere, we're going to start in the single digits in Lakes Country and in the low teens for many of the rest of us. Now, as we go through the midday hours, wind will be southerly. Overnight, again, with the south flow of wind that'll be fairly light, it may cause some areas of fog and frost again as well. So those roads will be quite slippery through the first half of our day. We don't warm up too much, but in the afternoon, it should be a little better than today's high temperatures, which peaked at about 24 to 25 degrees here in the valley. That's all we could muster. Tomorrow, I think we make it right back up to freezing. That'll melt a little bit of snow, but again, that sunlight reflects. It's a low angle in the sky, and boy, on the south side of buildings and fences, it isn't going anywhere for some time, and that will limit the heating that we see here, while our neighbors out in the western Dakotas will crunch 40 degrees or better over the next few days. For us, 10 to start your day in Fargo-Moorhead. 24 by the midday hour, a cool one out there, but the sun will feel nice again because the winds will be light. And after reaching the low 30s, we're back down into the 20s pretty quickly, although it doesn't look as cold as we head through the weekend. Here's your hometown forecast. And again, out to the far west and up north, I think we'll actually see some mid-30s up in the Langdon area towards Hallock, and then down to the south, low 30s for almost everyone else. A lot of snowman making going on out there. Bobby, look at that one there. That's a tiny little guy. Thank you so much for sharing that picture. Here's a look at how we end the work week. I think we get a little bit of melting going on throughout the day on Thursday. That's going to make some of that bare earth show through just a little bit, and that'll help us warm up into the mid and upper 30s in Fargo on Friday. The weekend looks delightful. Bison game, big time temperatures, 35 to 40. I have not put a 40 on there for a reason, because we got to get rid of a little bit more of this snow. But if we have a chance, I think a few of us will see that on Sunday, where we'll have some warm finish to the weekend. Next week, temperatures still very mild, and look at that, storm-free.
Nice.
No snow.
Good.
In the upcoming 7 days.
All right, thanks, Hutch. Well, coming up next, the naughty and